December, all the Zimbabweans, including me, number one, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to stay.
Truly speaking, I don't see these Zimbabweans going back home. Even if the government of South Africa, they can take whatever measures to take them back, then the next thing is they will still come back.
I hate foreigners, and the government is doing nothing. Our kids have turned into zombies. It's all because of them.
But I'm wondering why. You know, you said you hate foreigners.
Most of them are selling drugs. You can ask my son. He will tell you. He started smoking drugs when he was 14 years old.
Omuya motani yake.
Hello guys, my name is Golden Boy, and today I want to tackle about these effects of immigration, both from the migrants and where the destiny is, and we are going to tackle three types of immigration in this topic. So you'll find that the South Africans have been really tackling with this issue of illegal immigration, where it has resulted to xenophobic. And what do I mean xenophobic? It is that the South Africans are complaining about these illegal migrants who are coming to their country, and they are causing a lot of problems where there is high crime rates, high violence, leading to xenophobic. Now guys, I want to talk about migration on both the positive and negative impacts on the destination location. And I'll start with the positive ones. The positive one is that workers will work for the wages and are prepared to do jobs that local people do not want. Then there's also an increased cultural diversity, and also there's a skills gaps are filled. Boost to the local economy. Government tax revenues increases, and then these public services can also benefit from an influx of qualified tax, like the doctors and the nurses. Immigration groups can increase birth rates. But again, you'll find that there is so much, those are just the positive ones. But when you come to the negative ones, you'll find that there's so much pressure on the public services, such as schools and housing and healthcare. And also there's overcrowding in the towns and also in the local sectors. Language and cultural barriers can also exist, where these illegal immigrants, like for example the South Africans coming to Kenya, they can lead to language and cultural barriers. And you'll find Kenyans are speaking Kiswahili and English, but these South Africans are speaking Xhosa and English. So increased levels of also population due to overcrowded. Then there's also increased pressure on the natural resources, where people are really scrambling with the resources for their settlement. They will also clear out the trees, and there's the forest ones. Then there's also racial tensions and discrimination. And this is also one of the major things that is also affecting the South Africans, where they don't want the black people to be on their continent, on their country. Then there's also about the local people can miss out on jobs due to increased competition from the immigrants. Remember, it is also from the overcrowded, where people are increasing in numbers, in large numbers, and these services may be limited. Then there's also about the migrants group may not assimilate into the local communities. Gender imbalance, usually men are more likely to migrate more than the women. Then what are the impacts of migration on the original location? The original location where they are coming from. Like migrants have also the positive and the negative impact. Now when these people come to, they are leaving their houses, they may also have that there have been positive ones, where you'll find that an unemployment rate can also reduce because people are migrating from this point A to point B. Leaving point A are very, very scarce, and also unemployment can also reduce. Then it's also about the less pressure on the natural resources, including food and water. And when the migrants return, they bring new skills and also the knowledge. There is less pressure on the services such as the education and also healthcare, and many public services can be very, very, very less pressure. Now money is often sent back to the families, friends, or they are also known as the remittance, and boosting the local economy. So this is where from point A to point B. Now, why are they leaving this point A? Point A also have a negative impact, and there are few people to pay tax. And few skills migrants, as those with skills and education, tend to be the people who migrate. This is also known as the brain drain. And brain drain could also harm economic development. Borders separate families. There are often gender imbalances, as it is often males who move often to these regions. And what are the also impacts of migration on the migrants? And one is that the positive one is that the opportunities to get better jobs. Then there's also improve quality of life, safety from the conflict, the opportunities for a better education. Then there's also about the negative one. Migrants may run out of the money. Issues communicating due to language barriers. Accommodation or house on arrival may be very, very insecure and may also issue a risk on these migrants. Illness due to not able to access healthcare. Remember when some of the Nigerians who were caught under the ship, who were traveling from Nigeria through the Mediterranean, and they had a lot of health issues. So one of them is that they may, when they were under that ship, it was very, very extreme cold. So it led to healthcare problems, like health cares. Migrants can be exploited, and migrants may experience racism on the arrival, before the arrival, and after the arrival. So guys, this has been an issue between the Zimbabwe and the South Africans, where the South Africans have termed Zimbabwe as people who are the hijackers. Then there's also about the South Africans terming Nigerians to be scammers, terming the Nigerians to be the people who are causing violence on their country. Remember, it is not only the people who are moving to the South Africans, there are also people who are moving to Libya, there are also people who are moving to Tunisia. So this is just a major cause, and I was not minoring on South Africans, and I only wanted to talk about the effect of migration on these, the effects of migration on the continent of Africa. Now, what is really making this to come out is that it was there because the people want to protect their borders. And South Africa, Malema said that he wants the country to be a borderless. Now, when you see these videos, you'll find that people were really, really crying, and the children were very, very devastated, like mothers and children being outwashed on the ocean because the immigrant officers don't want those people in their country. Now I believe you have listened from this video and you have understand the impacts and both the positive impacts and the negative impacts of migration on both the migrants and the original migration and their destination too. So guys, I believe that this video is also impactful. And do you think that migrants are also people who are bringing major positive impact in your country? Do you think that? Like in our country, Kenya, we are seeing these people not having their rights. They are not developing. They are not paying tax in our country. And this is also the same thing the South Africans are facing. Like you'll find the Rwandese, the Burundians are on the streets selling groundnuts, selling tea, and every day they are selling teas. We don't know their intention. We don't know what their intention are. So the major thing that is making this is that the overcrowding and people are not paying tax. So it means that we are not benefiting at all, and it is only for their own benefit. Remember, during this migration, people are also increasing their quality life. So everybody for himself. And do you think that the borderless continent will be very impactful in Africa? Do you think that so? If yes, please give me a comment in the comments below in the video. Thank you guys for watching this video. My name is Golden Boy, and see you in another episode.